Hello and welcome back. Let me tell you about adverbs. Now, in the same way that adjectives go with nouns, adverbs go with verbs. So do make sure that you know exactly what a verb is before you start looking at adverbs, because otherwise you're going to find this tricky. Now, an adverb describes a verb. That's the key to this. So whatever's happening in the sentence, the adverb tells me more about how it is happening, or where or when a verb is happening. This is the most common thing with an adverb. It tells me how something is happened. So, for example, the teacher shouted loudly at Finley. Okay. Now, what is the teacher doing? The teacher is shouting, so that's the verb. How is he shouting? He is shouting loudly. So that is my adverb. A-D-V. These aren't the most exciting sentences of all time, but they will do. The dog looked around carefully for his friend, the cat. So, what's the dog doing? The dog is looking around. So here is my verb. How is the dog looking around? Dog is looking around carefully. They can also tell me where something is, and I could have changed carefully with nearby. The dog looked around nearby for his friends, the cat. Or I could say when it is. The dog looked around yesterday for his friend, the cat. Something else that's worth mentioning about adverbs is they can also go at the front of a sentence. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So, quietly the robber opened the door. Now, what's the robber doing? He's opening the door, so that's the verb. How has he done it? How? He has done it quietly. So that will be your adverb. Yesterday, I'm not going to say all my troubles seem so far away, but yesterday the milkman forgot our milk. So it was black tea and no cereal for me. Now, what did the milkman do? He forgot. That was what he did. Well, actually, I mean, obviously he didn't bring the milk, which would have been nice, but in this sentence, what's he doing? He forgot. When did he forget it? He forgot it yesterday. So that is an adverb. I suppose I could do where as well, couldn't I? So I will do somewhere. I will find a pot of gold. Certainly hope so. It hasn't happened yet. So, what am I doing, or what am I hoping to do in the future? I'm hoping to find. That's my verb. Where am I hoping to find my pot of gold? Somewhere. Adverb at the front. So, adverbs. An adverb describes a verb, and it can tell me how, where, or when a verb is happening. They usually come after the verbs, okay? So I've got loudly's come after shouted and carefully's come after looked, or we can put them at the front of sentences as well. Really worth knowing this, because the next step on for this will be to look at fronted adverbials, which is exactly the same as this, but when you use a phrase. So have a look at that. As always, good luck and all the best with your grammar. It's easy when you know how.